You know, we've never done this in the history of the show where we have opened the show with a guest, but we decided to make an exception. Tonight, on our first guest, we do this every 53 years. Once every 53 years. We decide that there is a guest that is so important they have to come out before the first commercial, and this is who our first guest is. He is a six-time NBA All-Star. He just helped lead the New York Knicks to their first NBA championship in 53 years. Please welcome back to the show NBA champion and our friend, Karl Anthony Towns. Obviously, it's a very exciting time for all New Yorkers, but especially you and your team. But it's extra special for you because, you know, we first met at a Fanatics event, an NBA basketball card event. I know that you and I both still like to open cards, even though you're a full-grown man, and I'm two of those, age-wise. I'm twice as old, and I'm still doing it. But now, NBA Championship, you're going to be on some cool cards. Are you excited about this?
I'm hunting that Topps Now card of me with the trophy.
Well, that is the craziest thing, that, like, you are on a card, but they won't just give it to you.
No,
you got to buy it like other suckers.
Yeah. I feel like it's more like a 50-50 raffle for me.
Yeah, it's exciting. But the joy of the chase, that's what we love.
Yes, that's what it's all about.
And how have you been doing? Have you been sleeping? Have you been relaxing post Saturday night?
Sleeping, no.
Yeah.
No sleep as I've had. But celebrating, yes. A lot of celebrating.
A lot of celebrating.
Yes,
a lot of people. You guys were Today Show this morning.
Yes.
Yesterday morning, Today Show, GMA. And people were commenting, you guys all looked a little tired.
No.
Yeah. Here's a photo, and OG especially was getting. And the thing. Now, I will say, like, the way I observe the team, OG always seems like almost like on the cusp of a Zen state.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like he's necessarily partied harder than you guys. That just seems to be like how he is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he should have more experience with winning a championship since this is his second one.
I know.
But, like,
well, it's just old hat to him. That's why he's not even excited. It's just
I think OG understands something that everyone here understands, is that no one can explain winning a championship in New York City.
Yeah.
And he, for the first time, is realizing this, and all of us, in 53 years, we haven't seen this.
Well, I just saw somebody put a list together, on social media, ranking the New York championships over the years, and they had this third, and someone actually said, actually, the reason this is one is because, you know, if it's the Yankees, if it's the Mets fans aren't happy for Yankees fans and vice versa. The Knicks belong to all New Yorkers. And it's the craziest thing, 5 boroughs, and you just saw, the way people were celebrating.
The celebrations, honestly, were some of the most craziest things I've ever seen. And it just shows the passion our fans have. But like you said, it was so amazing to see our team bring together New York. Yeah. Like, I've never seen all 5 boroughs get together. Hell, I saw Brooklyn celebrating for the Knicks, and they have a whole team.
They got a whole team. They got a whole team. I also, I had Josh and Jalen on together. I met you on the same night. I met OG. And my takeaway, don't take this the wrong way, all of you, you're such nice people that I actually thought, like, I don't think they have what it takes. And so then...
Every round we heard the same thing as well.
But then it was amazing because, like, obviously you kind of had your backs against the wall. Each of these games, you double-digit, deficits. But you seem like a group that never turned on each other. You never saw you guys lose faith in one another. And I realized the journey I went on is I'm like, you know what? Niceness can win.
Yeah, power of friendship.
The power of friendship. Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, man.
Did you, I feel like people are going to ask OG about this forever, and they're going to ask everybody forever. What was the reaction to the tip-in, in this moment in game?
Like I said, right hand of God.
Yeah.
And you can't spell God without OG.
Yeah. So. This was like a real, like you saved me and my whole family hug. This is like you pulled my dog out of a fire hug.
I mean, yeah, that was, he saved the whole city. I feel the whole city wanted to give him a hug. I was just the one that able to do it.
I want to talk about Francie, your fiance Jordan, who's backstage. I was so happy to meet her. Yeah. And this was her handbag received a lot of attention.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
You are a suspicious person. You believe the handbag was integral, right?
Oh no, absolutely.
If she had said to you, like, I'm actually looking to switch up my fashion tonight.
What? No. That handbag is exactly where it needed to be at every Knicks game, and it's undefeated in this playoff run too. So
yeah.
That bag needs. There she is right there.
Yeah.
Hey, that bag needs to be in the Smithsonian right now.
At the very least, let's get into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Has to be.
There were obviously a great amount of celebrities that received attention. This was a team that belonged to all New Yorkers. Yeah. But what was especially emotional for me to watch was all the former Knicks who, never reached this pinnacle and yet seemed so happy for you guys, for the organization, like the Patrick Ewings of the world. Could you guys feel that through the whole playoff run?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, when you're winning a chip, you understood. I don't think for us as the players, we can truly understand the magnitude of what we done.
Yeah.
Because it really wasn't meant for us. It was meant for the fans. And I didn't know at that point, when you keep thinking about the fans, we were really healing Patrick and them too in this run. And I didn't realize how much healing we would actually do for the city in winning that championship. So it's an honor that we were the team to be able to do it.
It really does. The whole thing trickles down and everybody gets to be a winner thanks to you guys. Obviously, Mike Brown, so much credit to the coaching job he did with you guys this year.
Absolutely.
But, like, when you're down 27 points at halftime, like, what is a coach, can a coach actually say anything to help? Like, is it like, you know what I mean? Is he like, I figured out what went wrong?
Great job, but then we're down 29. He came in there at halftime and he was just, he was positive. Like he said, he was more of like saying, at least we know now we get to swing for the fences.
Yeah.
In the second half, and for me, being one of the leaders of the team, I just came in at halftime and told them, experience teaches you a lot. We saw ourselves in the same situation last year against Boston, in Boston. And we found a way to come back and get the win. So who says we can't do it in front of our own fans?
Yeah.
We got the best fans in the world. We could do anything with them behind us.
Your dad.
Yeah.
Shout out to your dad every game.
Oh, yes.
And your dad also, had to get to San Antonio.
Yes.
Commercial. How much does he want a seat on that Knicks plane?
I don't think that much.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that much.
Yeah.
I think he likes being on his own. He likes his journey. I feel like.
And is he somebody, when he's flying to San Antonio, which I'm going to assume there's a connection. That doesn't seem like a very easy airport to get to.
Not at all.
Do people, by the time the flight lands, do people know he's your dad?
Oh, he'll let everyone know.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Yeah.
That might be why he wants to fly commercial. He's like, everybody on your plane already knows.
Oh. He'll sometimes call me. I'll see a regular call, and it'll end there immediately. So I'm like, uh-oh, I already know something bad is about to happen. Then he's FaceTiming me, and I'm like, this is not a normal FaceTime. He knows I'm at practice, so it must be something. He'll call me, but, hey, Cat, what's up, man? Hey, I want to introduce you to my new friend right here. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm his son. And I'm like, just so you didn't know.
I want to believe that whoever he's with is like, I don't believe you.
I mean, I feel like he's almost as big of a celebrity as all of us.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just known. He's up there like, I feel like people talk to me about Spike, Timothy Chalamet, and Carl Towns Sr.
Yeah. You also, you spoke very lovingly in, I think, a way that resonated with anybody who's ever lost a parent. You lost your mom during COVID in 2020. You talked about how she was with you this whole time and you dedicated to her. I think that meant a lot when you shared that, and it must have been a special part of this for you.
It was, like I said, there was a lot of healing that went on in this playoff run. For the fans, for the alumni, and even for me personally. I think that this was a dream come true, obviously, but to do it back home, to have my family with me, to see my grandmother, my mom's mom there at the games, and to just see the love she had, it's been a tough couple years for her as a mother, losing your daughter, but for her to kind of see that moment and for me to finally see one of the few times recently, I seen her smile.
Yeah.
You know, it just showed how much healing really was being done with this playoff run.
Well, it was great, and I really appreciated you sharing it with us. I also appreciate, that you were, from Jersey, played in Minnesota, obviously. Coming back here was a big deal. And just I feel like everybody now has to prove how long they were a Knicks fan, but this is also real. This, hurt me because I realized how much younger you are than me. But this is your tweet from 2012.
Okay.
You wrote,
what did I say?
Having no school is awesome. Get to watch Jeremy Lin highlights over and over again.
I mean, shout out Jeremy Lin.
Shout out Jeremy Lin. Shout them all out.
Absolutely. It's crazy. It's so wild because I was just telling Jordan about this about, I think, a week or two ago when we're playing the home game and the Knicks posted this video and Jeremy Lin was coming to Madison Square Garden for the first time in a long time. And they had this journey with him, go to the NBA store to buy jersey. He mentioned me, and he was like, yeah, I bought me and my kids Cat jerseys. We're big Cat fans. And I was like, man, that's crazy, because I'm a bigger Jeremy Lin fan.
Yeah.
But you know that. So it's so funny how life comes at a full circle moment where 2012, I'm talking about, in a way, ditching school to go watch Jeremy Lin. But also, now I'm, 14 years later, and he's wearing my jersey, and he's bringing his kids to watch me play, and he's saying that I'm one of his favorite players.
That's amazing. That's so amazing. You also you dropped episode 1 of a docu-series following you through the finals.
Yes.
I think based on, obviously, everybody's going to want to continue to experience this again and again from different angles. Can we expect more of that?
Yes. There'll be more episodes, especially this week leading up to the parade. And, the fans will let me know. We also are trying to make a long form of it, too, as well, so they can have a lot more insight to my daily life and the journey that it was to get to the NBA Finals and being in the NBA Finals, because it's a lot of work and there's a lot of time you don't see. To get the win, there's a lot of time dedicated before the game actually even happens that you're going to actually be able to see this time.
And as a fellow card freak, I just want to shout out Big Bodega Cards.
Yes. I will say my card addiction is pretty bad, so I'm pretty upset at Michael Rubin right now because I've been before the games. Everyone's asking me, how do you tone down? You're about to play the NBA Finals. It's one of the biggest moments of your career, and I'm telling everyone, relax. I'm right now Fanatics Collect bidding on something, so I got stuff to do.
It's nice to know nothing will ever get us out of that.
No, we're bad. We have problems.
Hey, what a delight to be with you, especially tonight. Congratulations, man.
Love
to you and your family. Congrats to you and Jordan one more time. Karl Anthony Towns, he's an NBA champ. Huge congrats to all the Knicks. We'll be right back with Olivia Wilde.